Hey folks, it's Vanage here with his first Dark Souls 2 PvP video. At the same time, this is my first expressions video of the Dark Souls 2 PvP. I just started recently playing PvP in this game, but if you know me a bit, you know that I played a lot of PvP in Demon Souls and Dark Souls for the last couple of years, so that's that thing. So what do I have to say about the PvP system, the PvP in general in this game? First of all, it does make fun. It has its fun parts, but the problem is, there's always a problem. I would say the main problem is, and that's something you always have to remind, that's the main problem for me at the start of the game at least, is we haven't figured out all the stuff you can do yet. So, even, let's say, even if something like the stun locking, many people are pretty mad about the stun locking right now, which I can understand, but you have to see it like this: stun locking, everything. Maybe there are techniques to avoid that, to get stun locked forever, and we just don't know yet. Remember back in Dark Souls, when nobody knew, when it just came out and PvP started, and nobody actually knew what to do. You know, everyone was like, this guy has the Zweihander and he just stunlocks me to death because nobody knew how to toggle. And maybe something similar like this is in this game that we just haven't discovered yet. So, you don't have to be like, this dude said there will be a technique like toggling in this game. We have just to discover this technique. So don't take my words too serious. There is a chance that there is not anything like this. There's a chance that this game will not have such techniques in it. But that's the first thing I have to say. For everything we have now that is kind of broken or we don't like or anything, we will see how it will fare off in the future. Maybe we find something out that's quite interesting, helps us, maybe not, yeah, we will see. And another important thing now is what I have to say, what I personally don't like about the PvP. Well, most likely the magic. So, like I said, we haven't discovered everything yet. Maybe we will discover more regarding magic. But as it is now, a lot of magic is quite strong, and just for this purpose I only used a melee only build, no buffs, nothing, on this session. And I have to say, I was quite lucky because I got a lot of other melee mainly builds. So that's one thing. But here right now you see, this is the first magic. I think this is the first magic user in this episode. And the magic is dodgeable like you just saw here, but punishing is quite different. It's harder because first of all, you all the controls are a bit more clumsy. I think a lot of people said that. All the controls are a bit more clumsy. It doesn't feel as you have that much control of it. Basically, it's like, I don't know if you guys have ever played those games, but if you play God of War 2 and then go to God of War 3, you had the same feeling, like the controls aren't as you would like them to be anymore. They are more slow. They don't feel like as fresh anymore, and that's something that makes punishing magic so hard, because most of those spells are casted so fast. And we all know that magic scales with lag, and there's no doubt that it would be different in this game. And so we have to think of it. If we have magic that's hard to punish, and if we combine that with, let's say lag, yeah, I don't know how much lag you can get in this game. For now I had pretty decent connections. I had some some stuff hitting me when I was like, that shouldn't have hit me here. But it was not like extremely bad. I had way worse situations back in Dark Souls and Demon Souls. And I have my restriction settings for the online player for set on global, so it's not like I only play with people out of my region. Maybe at this time I only played with people out of my region, which I didn't know, because I didn't check it, if all the people came from my region. But in this video, most of the lag is quite okay, I would say. Maybe a bit against the last magic user we saw. One hit that got me, which maybe shouldn't have been a hit, but I'm not quite sure about that. And another thing with the magic that could be quite annoying is it's quite strong. For example, Wrath of the Gods can basically one-shot you, and we have to keep in mind all those builds aren't optimized yet, most of them. I wouldn't say any builds are that optimized yet. So there's a high chance that we will see, I don't know what the max HP in this game is, what you can get at a decent PvP level. I don't know that. But let's say, I don't know, you get 2.3k or something health. Just imagine if there are spells that just one-shot you and basically hard to punish. Like, when back in Dark Souls you had Dark Beat, which could possibly one-shot you, but if it didn't lag, the punish was quite easy, the roll BS punish, but because the backstab animation takes some time in this game, it's actually harder to punish attacks with a roll BS and stuff like this. And yeah, but like I said, we don't know too much about that stuff yet. I mean, it's like if you're judging right now about it, it's a bit too early, because first of all, we can still discover techniques like we did in Dark Souls 1. I remember in Dark Souls 1 at the start, like everybody was bitching about Wrath of Gods, but not because it did one shot back in the day, but people kept spamming it, and people just didn't know how to dodge that. And everybody can dodge Wrath of the Gods in Dark Souls 1 nowadays. So there's a chance that this will happen as well. It's not all bad right now, like I said. And then there's still a chance for fixes, yeah? But then again, with bug fixes, I mean those aren't bugs, but let's say just general fixing for the balance. Not quite sure if FromSoft is all that keen on that. I mean, FromSoft did some fixes with Dark Souls. Most of them were bugs. The only thing balancing was with the 1.06 patch, which balanced a few weapons, like, how is it called? The Black Knight Great Axe, and it balanced the Darkwood Grain Ring. And here's the thing. Now you would need to balance magic. How would they balance magic? Because in the end of the day, Dark Souls was, all the Souls games, not only Dark Souls, are, let's say, 75%, 66% designed for PvE. And here we have another example of magic, actually. And you see, it deals quite a punch, more than half of my health gone with that one attack. And I have nearly 2k HP on that build. I think 19... no, not 19. 1938 or something around that, or 48. You see, I did over the half of my HP, so magic can deal quite a punch. And remember, those builds, those aren't optimized yet. So that's the thing we have to keep in mind. Like, will everybody in the future just use hex builds or whatever? I don't know. We will see. But at the same time, we will see if we find a way to punish those attacks. Yeah, it's all in child's shoes right now. So, it's not all black or white. like I said, I have my fun with this PvP, even though it is broken. I even said I didn't like to admit it at first, because I would never think that I would say that sentence, but it is more broken than Demon Souls PvP. And it's like, it doesn't have to be this way, but we always have to keep in mind that they can fix that, or maybe we'll find some glitches that will help us out there. So it's not all lost now. Sorry for that, guys. Sorry, really didn't plan on doing that. But yeah, like I said, we can still get quite some decent PvP out of it. Like I said, I had my fun, especially against other merely mainly builds. I have my fun. It's not like you were totally lost this game. However, I would wish some fixes, even though as like I know FromSoft, I kind of doubt that we will see those fixes, because like I said, at the end of the day, this game is mainly designed for the PvE, and the PvE is good. I mean, even there are some things that I would wish then wouldn't be in the game, but most of the time it's good. I had a lot of fun with the PvE so far. But then again, I can't play the PvE for 3 years, 4 years, maybe only 2 years. I don't know when the next Souls game will come out, or if there will be a next Souls game. I don't know that. I'm not a guy working at FromSoft. And even then, they most likely don't know yet when a new game will come out. So I need something else for those years to come, and that's most likely PvP. And here I want some fixes, but like I said, the game is mostly designed for the PvE part. And if they ever balance something, it has to be balanced for both PvE and PvP. Like, let's just say they fix some hexes, and then they're completely useless for. I mean, maybe it's just still useful for PvP, but rather useless for PvE. Then that wouldn't be something that FromSoft would do. And if they only fix it a little bit, then there's the question if that will be enough. So that's my point. The fixes, we shouldn't rely on them. So this is actually more of a call out to all of you guys to go out there and try out, find some techniques against that stuff that annoys you right now. Because we can't just say, oh, there will be fixes, because 75% of my feelings say there won't be much fixes at all. Maybe some fixes for the PvE again if there are some major bugs, like the dragon head glitch or stuff like this. That's all. So, like I said, this game, the PvP is still fun. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. This is just a small part of my PvP experience so far that I recorded here. I recently started with the PvP in this game. I had a lot to do with PvE and such. Other games, recordings, you know. But that's my point for now. We shouldn't see all black or white, even though I did rant here quite a bit. But keep that in mind, guys. And that's the episode for today, guys. So thanks all for watching. I will see you whenever the next episode comes out.